On the PGA Tour right behind Tommy Gainey, so he's got a lot going for him if he can just get that momentum back. That's ProTracer hard at work on the range with another man who is always hard at work on the range. Padre Harrington. Wouldn't be a Saturday in golf we didn't cut to the range and watch to see what Harrington's up to right now. Kevin Na, we have come to know him over the years for his candid personality. He'll tell you exactly what he's thinking as we watch him with ProTracer technology. Randall, I remember him at the Players and constantly stepping off the ball, scolding himself. He's come a long way since then.
Well, he has, but you know, the histrionics that he goes through before he hits a shot, I think, detract from the fact that he's just a fantastic player. He was 4th here in 2012. He was 2nd here in 2010. Year in and year out, he is a very consistent player on the PGA Tour. He's 31, and this is his 11th year on the PGA Tour. He came out here basically as a teenager and hasn't missed a beat.
Right now, Ernie Els had 6 under, and on the tee at the bottom of the hour, we're watching him warm up with ProTracer. And David, I'm sure you're familiar with this technology and this golf swing of Ernie Els.
Been watching it a long time, played against it for a long time. They call him the Big Easy for a reason. The swing and the personality, they match perfectly. You never tire of watching rhythm like this.
What's your favorite part about this motion?
You know what? I feel like it just fits him perfectly well for being such a big person, for being so strong, just a giant of a man, and the rhythm that comes with it. It's just slow and easy, and just that's how he kind of walks around too. You see him tromping around the grounds that way.
As you know, it's so hard to get amateurs to learn to swing a golf club the way these guys do. They've spent their entire life doing it, but the one thing that amateurs can do is they can learn to set up to the ball the way these guys do, and I think there's so much in that. If you watch him, he'll flex his knees right about now as he gets in there. That's making sure that he feels his legs are lively. So if you're taking your stance and you look down, if you're standing straight up, flex your knees to where your knees come out past where you can't see your shoelaces. If you do that, you've got enough knee flex, and then bend over, but not so far. Your hands should be sort of right underneath your shoulders and feel like your back is not straight, maybe even a little rounded, maybe just a little rounded, because you want to do everything you can to feel lively but not tense. And beyond that, it's the width that he has in his backswing that he keeps into his downswing that's so beautiful.
I got that. Shoelaces, knees flexed. I got that. Free tips from Randall Chamblee. You gotta love it. The bonus on Golf Central. Here with you until 12:30. Watch Ernie's entire round of golf today on Golf Channel and NBC. We're back after this. Right here in these hospitals. And there is Arnold Palmer's grandson, Sam Saunders, with a baby of his own, little Ace, good name for a golfer's son, out at 1240. Randall, this is such a wonderful story. He nearly won a golf tournament a couple of weeks ago on the PGA Tour, and his aggressive style of play, as we've said, reminds us of his grandpa, and now has a chance to make a little run here this afternoon.
And as his grandpa says, it's more important to him that he's just a fine young man. David talked about playing with him in a practice round down in Puerto Rico, and I've run into him a time or two, and he certainly is that. But beyond that, he's an aggressive player. He loves to take on dog legs. He loves to try to carry bunkers. He's not afraid of tough hole locations, and it all came together for him yesterday. 11 of 14 fairways, 17 of 18 greens. That's pretty heady stuff yesterday, David.
It's great play, is what it is. And talking with his father a few weeks ago, Roy, he was coming off of 5 missed cuts going down to Puerto Rico, and his dad was really hoping that Puerto Rico could be a place for him to kind of get it in gear and turn things around. And lo and behold, all but a playoff keeps him from winning the golf tournament. And then to come up here after another good week, following that up at the Valspar, come up here to Granddad's place where there's that little bit of extra pressure on you. You know, you want to perform well and show you've earned your place. And he's done a spectacular finish on Friday. Great solid day yesterday. And like I said, I love how he plays. You know, there's an innocence to it, if you will. There's an aggressiveness that is nice to see. It was fun to see Mr. Palmer commenting on it yesterday, like, come on, let's get after this, Sam, you know, and Try to be like me. It's kind of what I heard.
I love it. It's true family atmosphere when he starts talking about his grandson. Did you ever buy a cup of lemonade from Sam Saunders when he was selling them around here as a baby, Tim?
You know what? I probably was here for some of those golf tournaments. If you do the math, talking to Sam yesterday, confidence, you guys know, is fragile but so important out here. And in Puerto Rico, before he was in that playoff, he was right on the edge of missing a cut, and ends up making a cut there, breaking that string that David talked about. And then he told me over that putt in the playoff, he felt comfortable. He just kind of a little bit of a misread. Even this week, same position, in a position to miss the cut again. Talked to him though, he said he felt confident he'd get it done. He shoots 32 to make the cut. Nice round yesterday. A little too much separation between him and Stenson for this epic story to play itself out and have Sam Saunders win this golf tournament. But it's nice to see him in a good position here after selling that lemonade and donating the money to that hospital a long, long time ago.
Oh, those are great ethics. Great man.
Very young man, 4 majors still, chasing a career Grand Slam already. Could come in just a few weeks. Golf's a hard game, and players like Rory are few and far between. Players like Tiger are even fewer and further between. So let's let them mature. Let's let them keep going and see where it ends up.
Yeah, to your point, David, if he does win the Masters in a couple of weeks, he'll do it at the age of 25. Only Tiger Woods, at the age of 24, completed the career Grand Slam.